Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Simplyshy or Shy, but in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make embroidered aprons on a single needle machine. So, cookout time, Father's Day, all of those type of holidays and just seasonal things is coming upon us. So I figured this is the perfect time to show you guys how to make aprons on a single needle machine. So what you are going to need for this project is definitely scissors, tearaway stabilizer, an apron. I ordered mine from Embroider, your hoop, thread, and of course the design. So I've got my design from Creative Fabrica, and you know I like to print out my designs so that I can actually put them on the garment and see it. So I'm going to jump into my computer and print that out, show you guys how to do that so we can get started and actually embroider out these aprons. Okay, everybody, so we're in Embroider. You see my design, it says Barbecue Master. So while you're here, you're just going to go up to the file, then you're going to go down and press print. You do want to make sure that you do have your correct size framing before you actually do press print. Mine is a 5x7 frame, so everything is good to go. If you need to find that, you'll find that in this icon right here where you'll just change your hoop size. But other than that, everything's good to go. You'll go to File, Print. Once you do this, you'll see both of these icons. One is just like the instructions. I like to take that one off and then just print out the first page. Okay, so we have our printout ready. So typically I do like to cut the printout to the exact size. Okay guys, so now that we have the design, I typically like to place my design about 3 or 4 inches from the starting top of the apron, just because you got to remember on the apron, it starts at around like your neck and then goes straight down to your chest. So that's when I'll typically take a ruler and go about 4 inches. We're going to do and put the start of my design right here. Now I do like to use like a sticker just to hold the paper down, just because I started to use like chalk and markers and stuff, and stickers don't leave behind no residue or no stains, so it's been easier just to use that. If you want to find the center point, you can just fold this in half and then you'll be able to get the center, or just put a crease into the apron and you'll be able to find the center point, but I'm just eyeballing it. So we have our design taped down onto here. Now we're just going to get our hoop and our stabilizer, and I'm just going to hoop this. I'm not going to float it. If you guys have any questions about how to hoop a design, I have videos on that and I'll link them up in this video. So again, we're using tearaway. You're going to put your tearaway on and then just throw your apron over. Remember not to get these pieces of the apron like stuck on into there, because you don't want it embroidering onto itself. I think I'm going to have to loosen this. And I do want to make sure like my design is more so in the center of the hoop and not on the edges. Okay, so this is hoop. Now let's throw this onto the machine and start our process. I would definitely say that hooping this apron is much easier than hooping a shirt or a sweatshirt. Since it's like not two sides to an apron, you don't have to worry about it embroidering onto itself, but you do want to make sure that none of the fabric is actually behind or any of the little extra pieces that comes to tie the apron is around. So I'm just going to tie these into a knot just so I can visibly see where they're at and they don't get caught up in the machine, because look, already the other side of the string was underneath the hoop. So yeah, let me tie these off. So I am going to play with my settings a little bit on the Se1900 just to make sure that everything is adding up. And I had to flip my design around so that it knows that the top of my design is actually up here and not down here. So I'm just going to play around with this a little bit just to make sure it's at the correct placement. And then we're going to start to embroider. Okay, so once you actually find the correct placement for this, then you could take this off and then we're on to embroidering. All right, y'all, so the moment of truth is finally done embroidering. This is it. So far, it looks good. It just has a lot of jump stitches, but I'm going to just trim them off. And then, of course, we got to tear that backing off. And I don't know if you would like to tender touch this part in the back. You can. People are wearing a t-shirt when they're wearing aprons anyway. So just, I don't know if I would. Probably just to make it look more cleaner and have more of a professional look, I would tend to touch it, but other than that, I don't feel like it's necessary. Let's just cut these jump stitches. I wish I had my embroidery scissors instead of these big scissors. Matter of fact, let me go see if I got them. These are the scissors I needed because those big scissors with these little jump stitches is crazy. All right, y'all, this is the finished look. Tell me what you think about it down in the comments below.